was exciting. Had a 2-year-old just come through. Not sure how good a footage I got of him. It's about 40, 45 yards away, unfortunately. So exciting, even though it's warm. It's good to see some movement.
We're just heading to the first spot. We're about, I don't know, 50 yards from the house here. Driving through town. How big was your?
I'd say
130?
No. Bigger.
Bigger?
Probably like 140, 150.
Probably 140, 150. Mainframe 10, running right down Main Street. Not quite sure on his bedding. We didn't get permission to scout the neighboring properties because there's 40 different houses here. He could be bedding in the sandbox of the playset. So from the little bit I saw, that's what I'm thinking. He's probably in the sandbox, possibly underneath the swing. Maybe we could try to get some permission to go hunt the property. We could go sit in the elevated platform of the rock wall.
Dumpster.
We could probably get right in there. Yeah, we might be able to spot and stalk him, through the junkyard, and maybe set up on top of the dumpster or in the dumpster. We'd have, scent control then. Bucks on the move, they're on their feet, so we saw that one. We went out driving around a little bit last night. I think that one was probably a 120, the one we saw last night.
Yeah.
That's the place we're headed to right now, is where we saw him. And then I almost hit like a 120 on my way into town. Pretty good so far. Saw 3 shooters on the hoof. Here's to a fun weekend, and let's go get them.
He's decent, dude. Yeah, he's a big fork. Wrapping up the morning hunt here. Saw that nice fork, one of the biggest forks I've ever seen or Bud's ever seen in person. Unfortunately, we don't have any more movement this late morning. Pretty warm out, so we're gonna go get a quick bite to eat and find where they're at, because they're not here. Morning, friends. Bud and I are hunting a ridge system this morning that my dad and I hunted about 2 weeks ago. Basically, it's just a big doe bedding area that we're hunting the downwind side. Bud is hunting one end of the ridge, I'm hunting the other end of the ridge. The sign was hot and heavy in here last time. Saw a lot of bucks in here last time. Gave it a 1.5 week break or so, now we're back in it. And our hopes are high this morning. Even though it's warm, it's the rut, anything can happen. Looking forward to a great Just wrapping up the morning hunt here. Didn't see anything besides that buck real early. So we're seeing all the movement real early in the day. What we're gonna do midday here is check a trail camera, see if there's anything for hot action on it. And if that doesn't have any hot action, we're gonna head back to our remote watering hole. So that's the plan. We're gonna keep on grinding here. Alright guys, this lovely rut continues. So I forgot my safety harness this morning. I went to a spot where I shot my buck last year. So I'm like, no big deal, I'll hunt from the ground. Try and stock up on one. Well, decided to walk the access trail here, knowing that these bucks bed where they do. Noticed a tail flicker and some thick stuff over here. Got down on all fours. Tried making a stalk attempt. Wind was horrible for the stalk attempt. He had no idea it was here until the wind started blowing up. And yeah, he spooked. 35 yards. He was bedded right there. See his bed plain as day. It looked like he was just browsing around in the slick stuff right here. And I got to about 35 yards or so in that direction. That's when I noticed the tail flicker. He was up in this thick stuff browsing around. So I dropped all fours. And he shouldn't have seen me or anything like that. But my wind was terrible. It was blowing right at him. I was hoping for more of a south wind. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So I screwed up again. What you gonna do? Alright friends, that's gonna wrap up our morning sit. I'm gonna still hunt tomorrow, pull the rest of my trail cameras off public. I think that's gonna be my hunt until gun season coming up next weekend. That's all I got for you guys. We'll see you guys in the 2020 gun video. Hopefully we can actually get something down on the ground. We'll see you guys later. So guys, this is something you don't want to do. Pro tip from Bud. Don't leave your daisy chain way up in the tree up there. Once you come down, you gotta go back up.